we are going to learn about the interest, that is simple interest and compound interest. Interest is an important chapter of our commercial arithmetics. Interest is the fee paid by borrower of assets to the owner as a compensation for the use of the assets. The concept of the simple and compound interest is simple, but it requires clear understanding of percentage calculation. Clear understanding of percentage calculation will improve your speed in solving questions of the interest. So let's talk about the interest. What is interest? If an agency, that is an individual, a firm or bank, etc., borrows some money from any other agency, then the first agency is called as the borrower and the second agency is called as the lender. The borrowed money is called as the principal. If the borrower has to pay some additional money together with the borrowed money for the benefit of using borrowed money for a certain period of time, it is called loan period. Then this additional money is called as the interest, and the principal together with the interest is called as amount, that is amount is equal to principal plus interest. So let's now talk about the simple interest. What is the simple interest? If the principal remains the same for the whole loan period, then the interest is called as the simple interest. The formula for the simple interest is PRT by 100. P is known as the money that we borrowed from the borrower. R is the rate of interest. T is the time period that for which we borrowed some money. Then the amount is equal to P plus simple interest. Total amount, that means the borrowed money plus the simple interest that we have taken for a certain period of time and for some certain rate. The formula for this is A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus RT by 100. Similarly, there is a compound interest. It is mainly used in banking process. So what is this compound interest? If the borrower and the lender agree to fix a certain interval of time, a year, a half year or a quarter of a year, etc., called a conversion period, so that the amount, that is principal plus interest, at the end of an conversion period becomes a principal for the next conversion period, then the total interest over the whole loan period calculated in this way is called as compound interest. That means we have taken some amount for some interest, let's say about 2 years, and compounded annually. Then after the first year, the compound interest plus the borrowed money becomes the principal, and that principal is taken in second year, and again on that principal the compound interest is calculated. The formula for compound interest, amount for the compound interest is calculated as P in bracket 1 plus R by 100 raised to N. That is, A is amount, P is principal, that is we borrowed, R is rate per annum or quarterly or half yearly, N is the time period for which we borrowed. The compound interest in this calculated as amount minus principal, and its formula is P in bracket 1 plus R by 100 raised to N minus 1. Let's now talk about the computation of compound interest when the interest is compounded k times every year. That is, if it is calculated annually, half yearly or quarterly or any other type. The simplest formula is that A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R by 100 K. K is K times every year raised to NK. Compound interest is calculated as P in bracket 1 plus R by 100 K raised to NK minus 1. Now let's talk about if the case is compounded half yearly. So the K will be 2 because it is calculating 2 times every year. Now let's talk about the quarterly. That means the K is 4 because quarterly means 1/3 and 1/3 means 4 part of the 12 months. So K will be 4. If calculated compounded monthly, then the K will be 12. So the formula will be, if compounded monthly, then amount formula for the compound interest will be A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R by 100 into 12 raised to 12 into n. If it is calculated for 1 year, then the n will be 1. If calculated for 2 years, then the n will be 2. Similarly, computation of compound interest when the rate is compounded annually, but the rate of the interest is percent being different for the different year. That means if for the first year the rate is 10%, for the second year rate is 12%, for the third year is 15%, and so on, then the formula for calculating the amount in the compound interest is A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 up to 1 plus Rn by 100. That means up to the nth year that we have given the rate. Then we will calculate from this formula the amount or principal whatever we have required. Similarly, the population of any country, any area is calculated by these two formula. That is depreciation in the value or population. That means if any value is any product, we have taken any product, suppose we have taken this pencil from a store, its value is 10 rupees. Suppose after the 10 years its value is depreciated and becomes 8 rupees. That is depreciated value. Similarly, to calculate that value after n years is equal to P in bracket 1 minus R upon 100 raised to n. If we have to calculate the value, that is depreciation value or population after n year, then we will use this formula. If we have to calculate the value n years ago, then we will calculate by this formula, that is P divided by 1 minus R upon 100 raised to n. Here P is the principal amount or the population present, and R is the rate, and n is the time period for which we have to calculate the value. Similarly, these are the two tricks that will help you to save your time in any exam. If we have given a difference in the simple interest and the compound interest for 2 years or 3 years, just apply these two formulas, whichever you have given. For 2 years, the difference between the compound interest and simple interest is calculated as PR square divided by 100 square. For 3 years, the difference between the compound interest and simple interest is PR square in bracket 300 plus R divided by 100 cube. Let's take some examples for this. Our first example will be, at what rate percent by simple interest will a sum of money double itself in 5 years and 4 months? That is, in a simple interest, we have taken some amount and principal amount, and it doubles in 5 years and 4 months. What is the rate for that? That is, let's take principal amount is x and the total amount is 2x, that is given in the question. The time period is 5 years and the 4 months. We have to convert that 4 months in the year, that is 4 divided by 12. The answer will be 16 by 3 years time period. So we know the formula for the simple interest amount, that is A is equal to P in bracket P plus PRT by 100, that is P in bracket 1 plus RT by 100. Similarly, A is equal to 2x, P is equal to x, 1 plus RT by 100. We know the time period, that is 16 by 3, that is 300. So the rate will be 18.15% per annum. As simple as that, without wasting any time. So let's move to the next question. Determine the rate percent per annum if rupees 25,000 amounts to 26,010 rupees in 6 months, interest being compounded quarterly. We know that quarterly means 1/3. If we divide the 6, multiply 6 by 1/3, then the answer will be 2. So there are 2 quarters, that is n is equal to 2. 6 months is 2 quarters. So we know the formula for the compound interest as well. A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R by 100 raised to n. Just substitute the given that is A is equal to 26,010 rupees. Principal amount is 25,000. 1 plus r by 100 raised to 2, that is 2, n is equal to 2 for the 2 quarters. The answer for the dividing the 26,010 by 25,000 and taking the square root, we have here square, so we have to nullify that. Then we will take the square root of this equation. The answer will be 51 by 50 is equal to 1 plus r by 100. Then the rate for this is 2% per annum. The rate of percent per annum for the converting 25,000 amount to 26,010 rupees in 6 months is 2% per annum. So moving forward, the difference between the compound interest and simple interest on a certain sum of money at 10% per annum for 3 years is 620. Find the principal if it is known that the interest is compounded annually. That means we have given the difference here, and we have to calculate the principal amount, and we have also given the rate, and we know the formula for the 3 years, that is difference between the compound interest and simple interest is equal to PR square 300 plus R divided by 100 cube. Just substitute the given, we will be having this 620 is equal to P into R is 10 square in bracket 300 plus 10 divided by 100 cube. After solving this, we get the value P is equal to 20,000 rupees. That is the difference between the simple interest and compound interest on us 20,000 rupees at 10% per annum for 3 years is 620. We have the value answer 20,000. Next question is, Ram Singh bought a refrigerator for rupees 4,000 rupees on credit. The rate of interest for the first year is 5% and on the second year is 15%. How much will it cost him if he pays the amount after 2 years? Ram Singh is borrowing a refrigerator of rupees 4,000 on a credit. So he is going to pay after the 2 years. But for the first year, the rate is 5% and on the second year, rate is 15%. So we know the formula. A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100. So we know the principal amount, that is 4,000, R1 5%, R2 15%. Just substitute the given 4,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 into 1 plus 15 by 100. After the calculating the each value, we know the answer, that is 4,830 rupees. So Ram Singh, the refrigerator cost is 4,830 rupees after the 2 years he is going to pay. So similarly, a question for your homework. A population of a town 2 years ago was 62,500. Due to the migration to cities, it decreases every year at the rate of 5%. Find the present population. We know the formula, that is apply the formula for 2 years ago. What is the formula for the n years ago is P by 1 minus R by 100 raised to n. Solve this question and give your answer in the comment section below. There is one more concept, that is installment in simple interest and compound interest. How to solve these questions? The simple interest, let's first talk about the simple interest. So let's take an example and try to study it. So an amount is 4,500. The rate is 3%. The time period is 4 years, and you have to pay in equal installment. If I am taking an amount of 4,500 and rate is 3% and time period is 4 years, and I am going to pay in equal installment in simple interest, Then how to calculate the equal installment? Just let's take 100 rupees for the first year. 100 plus 3, because 3 is our rate for the second. And how much year we are going to take it? 4 years. 100 plus 3 plus 3 for the third year. 100 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 fourth year. The total of these 4 is 480. Just do this. The amount 4500 divided by the total 480 into 100. The equal installment for the 4 years in the simple interest is 1076.56 rupees. As simple as that, without wasting time. Just use this trick every time. If you are given 5000, 10,000, it doesn't matter. Just take 100 for the first year. 100 plus rate. What is rate? 3%, 2%, 10%, doesn't matter. 100 plus given rate for the second. 100 plus rate for the third year up to nth year, and just divide it the total amount by the to the given principal and multiplied by 100. Your installment is equal. Your installment be here. Similarly, for the compound interest, let's take an example for compound interest as well. If an amount is 1820, rate is 20%, time is 3 years, have to pay in equal installment. But it is the compound interest, so we can't do the simple interest steps. So there is another step. Let's take first 1 plus r percentage, that is equal to 1 plus 20 by 100, that is rate is 20%. What will be our answer after solving this? 6 by 5. Then we are going to take it for the 3 years. So do this 1 as to 5 by 6 as to 5 by 6 square. If we have given the 4 years, then we will be doing 1 as to 5 by 6 as to 5 by 6 square has to 5 by 6 cube. But we have to calculate for 3 years. So we are going to take 3. 1 as to 5 by 6 has to 5 by 6 square. This will be our equation. 1 as to 5 by 6 as to 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36. Then we have to make the denominator equal. So how we are going to do that? Just multiply 6 by 6, and this denominator has 36. If we are going to multiply the denominator, then we have to multiply the numerator as well. So 5 into 6, 1 into 36, that is 36. 5 into 6 is 30, 25, the equal base. Then the main step is here. The given amount, that is 1820 into what is the larger in these three, that is 36, and the addition of this 36 plus 30 plus 25, that is 91, into 1 plus r percentage, that is 6 by 5. You have the equal installment for the compound interest. Thank you for joining me, and I hope we will be meeting in the next session as well. Thank you.